Peter in First Peter chapter 2 describes Jesus, who in the days of his flesh, he said, he says, for what glory is it if when you're buffeted for your faults, you shall take it patiently? But if when you do well and suffer for it, take it patiently, this is acceptable with God. For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example that you should follow his steps, who did no sin, neither was guile found in his mouth, who when he was reviled not again. When he suffered, he threatened not, but committed himself to him that judges righteously, who his own self bare our sins in his own body on the tree, that we, being dead to sins, should live unto righteousness, by whose stripes you were healed. And this is what Paul was talking about in Romans chapter 1, verses 16 and 17, when he said, I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation. That Greek word translated salvation means deliverance and healing. He's talking about from the wound of sin that the first man, Adam, sowed into our flesh that he describes in Romans 7:23. But I see another law, other than the law of Moses, he just described in my flesh, in my members, waging war against the law of my mind, bringing it into captivity to the law of sin that is in my flesh. And this is the law of life and the Spirit of Jesus Christ that makes us free from that law of sin and death. Romans 8:2. But we've got to enter that faith in water baptism. And even Peter in 1 Peter chapter 3, verses 20 and 21, when he's talking about Noah and 8 souls being saved by water, how baptism does now save us. Not the washing away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a clean conscience towards God. And again in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 22, drawing near in full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. Chapter 9 and 10 describes how the blood of Christ takes away our sins and makes us perfect in regards to conscience. Chapter 9, verse 9, comparing the old covenant sacrifices with the sacrifice of Jesus in chapter 13 and 14, and then chapter 10. We need to understand the truth.